This is Dahwa's new 5 megapixel active deterrence camera. It's commonly referred to as the TEOC camera or 3-in-1 camera. I've been hearing a lot of hype about this camera, so I thought it's time I review it and put it through its paces. So what is this 3-in-1 all about? Well, basically what Dahwa has done is cram-packed this camera with a lot of technology that's going to appeal to a lot of people, especially at this price point. The first is a full color image sensor. That means instead of this camera switching to black and white like a typical CCTV camera will, this guy is going to stay full color 24/7. That will make identifying someone in the middle of the night or in darkness much easier. It's so hard to determine what color clothing someone's wearing from a black and white image. So this camera ticks the box for a full color, which I think should be the standard moving forward on most security cameras. The second is its built-in AI. Now this is part of their WizSense series. Now WizSense refers to a range of cameras released by Dahwa. They all come in different specifications. This TEOC model is their flagship model. It's basically got all the bells and whistles built into it. When you buy a WizSense camera, you know one thing: your false alarm levels are going to basically plummet, because that AI chip has got this deep learning algorithm which enables the camera to filter out things like bugs and dogs and shadows, etc., and only show you during the playback stage things that matter to you, such as humans and vehicles that have been detected. So, you know, a lot of people think, oh yeah, so it's not going to record the dogs or what have you. No, it will still record everything. It's still going to record motion, etc. But that AI chip has got the ability to, in the background, tag the events that it deems to be humans or vehicles and enable you to actually find them when it comes to the playback stage. That's a very powerful feature, and I'm going to be testing that in a moment and just see how well it works. The third bit of the 3-in-1 is its active deterrence. Now this camera has got a number of features for active deterrence. The idea is to try and, deter an intruder before they actually break into your property or do more damage. First is a blue and red flashing light. The second is a powerful speaker that has got pre-programmed audio messages. You can in fact record your own messages, but the typical ones that are on there aren't too bad. I'll play those for you shortly. And the third thing is a built-in microphone. So that microphone combined with this powerful speaker gives you two-way audio. Now that in itself is excellent. Imagine this guy at your front door when you get a visitor. The AI chip is going to pick up the intruder reliably and say, look, there's a human. And because that is so reliable, you can set it up so that it notifies you of that sort of event. So you don't need an event when the dog walks past. But when someone walks to your front door, yeah, you want to know about that. And now, if it's someone you want to engage with, thanks to the two-way audio that's built in, you're going to be able to engage in a two-way conversation with that person. Now that's pretty powerful. I mean, up to now, you needed an intercom, and these intercoms are getting great, but they generally rely on someone actually pushing the button. Whereas put one of these guys at your front door, and it's going to do the heavy lifting for you. I really like that feature. Now, the other thing that you can do with this active deterrence is you can change the way that it reacts depending on the time of day. So, for example, during the day, you might want to give a little subtle warning like, "You are under surveillance." But at night time, you might want that to be a little stronger. You can do that with this camera. You can literally change the audio messages and whether or not the blue and red flashing lights work based upon a time schedule. This is almost the perfect camera. It's also priced very competitively. If you visit one of our two sites, which are either securityperth.com.au if you're in WA or securityqueensland.com.au if you're in Queensland, you'll see a range of packages that now includes this camera as standard. So it could be a real game changer for you. It's priced competitively, it works as it says it's going to work. I mean, we've got very few false alarms when we put it through our tests, and you are able to easily set it up as the end user. I mean, even the smart motion detection is just excellent. The ability to say, yeah, I'm going to enable check boxes for the whole area, but I only want to know about it if it's a human or a vehicle. Fantastic, so easy. And the other thing I like about it is the ability to be able to do this all on the NVR. There's some cameras out there where you need to actually drill into the camera itself. Now this takes quite a lot of skill, and oftentimes the need to actually get one of our trained security technicians out to do this for you. And that's all well and good during installation, but you know, when it's time to make a change later on, you want things to be easy. Well, Dahua have literally done that. They've made it super simple, and the whole thing can be done via the interface on the NVR. Another feature that Dahua have released is one-touch disarming. And this gives you the ability to turn off the active deterrent feature of the TOC camera. That means no more warnings, no more blue and red flashing lights, no more annoying your neighbours. Now that could be really, really handy if you get a situation where it's going off, it's legitimately picking someone up, but perhaps it's just someone working in the area. Now that's going to get pretty frustrating if it keeps blurting out the announcements and so on. Now you also have the ability with the phone to turn off notifications. So that has to be done individually. Using the disarm feature won't do that, it's just turning off active deterrents. But you can go in via the app and individually turn on or off various notification settings, so you only really get the messages that you want from your cameras. So ultimately I think this is a very, very good solution for most people looking for a camera. You don't necessarily have to use all of those features, but isn't it nice to have the features at your disposal should you decide to? Because things change with these cameras, you know, straight out of the box, they come fully featured, but as they look to improve things, they constantly release these little firmware updates, which is why it's pretty good to subscribe to our channel, because as these updates are released, I will be doing short videos and just letting you know that they're now available for download off one of the sites. So again, thanks so much for watching the video, and I appreciate all the support you guys are giving us. It really means a lot. We are trying to give you content and keep you up to date with all the latest technology, so that when you make a decision, you know that you've got a really good product that's going to last for many years to come. So until next time, I'll see you then.